Hey, welcome to the show. I'm the Crypto Kid, and in these videos we take a look at Bitcoin and everything going on in the world of cryptocurrency. So if you're new to the show, welcome. We make daily videos and keep it relevant to what's going on in the news. And if you're joining us again, welcome back. Let's jump right in and take a look to see what's happening with Bitcoin Cash this morning. Now right now we are currently sitting at 2600 USD, and this is the spread looking at the last 24 hours. Now you can see last night we did hit a low of around 2300, but we are climbing up currently at 26 like I mentioned, and the trend is looking quite healthy with a lot of volume and a continual upward movement here with Bitcoin Cash. Now if we jump over to the general market on CoinMarketCap, you can see that there is quite a bit of green over the last 24 hours as well, just over more recently the last hour here. Now we can jump over to Ripple and take a look to see that they are down over the last 7 days, staggering 34%. Now that is expected considering the fast growth that we did see with Ripple reaching some highs at around over $3, so that was pretty significant. But again, $2 is nothing short of awesome considering the distance that they've come. Now if we look at Bitcoin Cash, sitting currently in the full green there, 2% over the last hour. We're still holding on to that 5% gain over the last 7 days, but more notably we've got Ethereum here still holding on to that 26% over the last 7 days, and still looking pretty strong here, as they are showing some considerable movement here over that 7-day trend, I should say. Otherwise looking pretty healthy here across the board. So let's jump over to bitcoin.com, check out what's going on in the news. Now the top story I wanted to talk about is in regards to mining, and that of Bitmain. Now I'm sure you've heard the stories that they are expanding, mainly in regards to the noise that's going on in China with the potential ban on mining over there. But they have been getting around. They've been looking into real estate in the U.S. More recently, they've been picking up some properties in the U.S. as well as other areas in Singapore and Israel. But now they're looking at the EU, more specifically Switzerland. Pretty cool stuff here. Now, if you're not familiar with where this is in Switzerland, Switzerland is a pretty awesome country here. They're looking to be one of the greenest countries in the world, so that is really appealing. But not only that, it's a beautiful country with a lot of opportunity and a lot of good news and signs for cryptocurrency in the future there as well. So with them getting potentially partnering up or working with Bitmain, this is pretty exciting. Now, diversification is key, especially with all these new regulations that are coming out all over the world, whether it's Russia, Singapore, South Korea, China. They're all kind of struggling to figure out how they can control the flow of this cryptocurrency. And so diversification, in my opinion, with Bitmain kind of looking to grow in different areas all over the world, it's got to be one of the smartest things they could do, especially with this uncertainty with what's going to happen in the future. So let's continue on that pace. There's another story here coming out of Russia. Now, Russia has dropped the bomb here, saying that they are looking to legalize cryptocurrency trading on approved exchanges, of course. Now, this is similar to what's going on with Japan and potentially in South Korea, where they're looking to basically regulate these certain exchanges that are willing to work with the government. Now, again, in my opinion, it's all about control. The government's realizing that cryptocurrency is bigger than them, but what they can do is kind of control the flow of that, and that is done in exchanges by regulating these changes. And in my opinion, you're going to see more and more of this as we see any decentralized exchanges becoming more and more centralized with a lot of regulation and government involvement. Now, you're seeing here a quote coming out from the Russian deputy finance minister here. He's saying, "We do not want to limit and regulate, but we will set some limits." So you are seeing that they are going to be controlling whether it's for the best of the people or not. Probably will be in the interest of the government here. You can see another quote, including the development of rules for the circulation of cryptocurrencies. So again, they're going to be doing this by hitting these exchanges and really controlling that money that's coming in and out, probably more in regards to withdrawals. I'm going to assume here that's going to be a lot of identifying who these users are. So it's going to be a matter of, in my opinion, the government's really regulating the exchanges so they can basically be as transparent for the government as possible, which, again, in my opinion, is the exact opposite way that cryptocurrency should be moving. But alas, here we are. So finally, I wanted to talk about Singapore because there is similar stories going on there with extended regulatory mandates regarding, of course, cryptocurrency. So let's take a little look at this article here. couple quotes that stood out to me. Basically, what you're looking here as the deputy PM or the prime minister, as well. He's also the chairman of MAS, which is the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Now, he's looking to basically create greater jurisdiction with the MAS. So he's going to be trying to work with the public to kind of get the public on board. So you might see some negativity coming out there and saying how it's dangerous and we don't want to have any of these criminals getting their hands on it. But again, it's just in my opinion, so the government can easily get more control as much as they can, especially when they have the public support behind that. So you're seeing that a recent statement here illustrates that the MAS is seeking to expand its regulatory mandate to greater monitor businesses that convert fiat into cryptocurrency. So similar story here. You can see the consistency around the globe, whether it's Russia, China, Japan. It's all about, in my opinion, trying to figure out how they're going to really get a grip on these exchanges and really control the flow of money if they can't control the actual currency itself. So again, we're seeing more and more of this. And in my opinion, you're only going to see more, especially when these governments around the world kind of wait to see what other countries are doing and probably follow suit. I know that's a similar story here in Canada, as unfortunately we do follow a lot of what goes on in the US, as opposed to kind of setting forth and making our own paths. But there we are, and I hope today's video was enjoyed. A lot of regulations, but it is important to keep up with this because it's interesting, but it's also a really powerful tool to keep informed with. So I will continue to make these videos. Hopefully today's was enjoyed. If you want to check us out on Twitter, I'm over there at the Crypto Kid. The lots happening there, especially with the great community, but not only that, keeps you informed with what's going on in the news. So otherwise, thanks for joining. Hope today's video again was enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one.